marching on. Alright, marching on to victory. Never marching, marching, never marching, marching, marching on to victory. Action, tell it all about. We shall have the victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about. We shall have the victory. Come now, me and the neighbor. Oh yes, we voting for Labour. Alright, me and the neighbor. Bring them, we voting for Labour. Carry them, me and the neighbor. Oh yes, we voting for Labour. Oh yes, me and the neighbor. Voting, we voting for Labour. Alright, jump and shout, tell it all about. We shall have the victory. The victory and victory. Must be. We are gonna make that change. Yes, we will now. Jamaica need a chance to turn their life around. We are gonna make that change. Tell them again. We got to. Oh yes, we are gonna make that change. Jamaica need a chance to turn their life around. We are gonna make that change. Come on, me and the neighbor. Alright, voting for Labour. Oh yes, me and the neighbor. Voting, we voting for Labour. Me and the neighbor. We voting for Labour. Alright, me and the neighbor. Oh yes, we voting for Labour. Jump and shout, tell it all about. We shall have the victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about. We shall have the victory. There's got to be a better way. Oh yes, we are gonna make that change. Jamaica need a chance to turn their life around. We are gonna make that change. Come on, me and the neighbor. Alright, voting for Labour. Me and the neighbor. We vote around.
Good morning, Liberates, and good morning to all of the comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive and now the voice of the Westmoreland people. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Now, as you guys can see, I'm about to talk about, Alfred Dawes, top waste man. I used to have some semblance of respect for him, and over the time, I have realized that this guy, he is nothing but a mischief maker. And, you guys know this about me. Any Jamaicans that, are not patriotic in my view, I find them to be less than, for too long, our nation have suffered under the hands of the People's National Criminal Organization. And they're in a position now where they're staring down the barrel of a third term in opposition. And they cannot fathom it. They're doing all that they can, telling all kind of lie. When a man like Alfred Dawes, a top surgeon, a top man that should be, out there leading with integrity, hoping that one day, Jamaica will remember him as a man that has some semblance of integrity. Going out there, spewing lies and telling all kind of lies just to hold a position. Now, if a man is willing to do that just to hold on to a position, just to get his hands on a position, what integrity will that man have? What integrity will he portray to us as a people later on in life should he hold on to that position? Or should he get his hand on that position, my people? Now, I am trialing Political Hard Talk on YouTube, my people. Right? Political Hard Talk is a TikTok thing. Normally, I just come on here, do the shoutouts, do my thing on YouTube in the evenings. And I do not say it's called political hard talk. I just say good evening to my people. No, I am moving political hard talk temporarily to YouTube. So big up to everybody that is here so far. I don't like using the StreamYard thing, my people, because when I use StreamYard, I can't get up a background because I don't see the reason to pay for StreamYard anyway. See? So I tend to just like to talk just on here. So let me just roll out the shoutouts before we get any further. So am I big up yourself, you know? And PB, big up yourself. Good morning. What? Oh, you, Cochetta, big up yourself, Cochetta. Avis, big up yourself. Good morning. And big up yourself, Johnny Cinco. See? Now there is 32 of us here. Wanna get me up to 10 thumbs up. So hit the three dots in the right hand corner. Hit the thumbs up button and hit subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. You know, for all of my life, my people, you know, I have always been aware of my patriotism. You know I want to serve my nation, you know, in whatever capacity that I can. You know, me doing this now is serving my nation to me. I left Jamaica, you know, at a young age. Still have not returned on a permanent basis. You know, but I take my country and the happenings in my country very serious. I want to see my country develop. I want to see my country move to a position where, you know, people like me can return home, you know, and feel safe, feel comfortable. And we are seeing that starting to play out. So anybody like Alfred Dawes here that you're looking at on screen, anybody at all that I see that is a threat to that, you know, I find that to be, you know, something that irks me in the wrong way. See? So anybody today that is promoting, working towards and celebrating the PNP, I find those persons to be non-patriotic. I find those persons to be, you know, persons that is threatening the growth of my nation. See? Let me see some new people added. So Chad Cohen, big up yourself, good morning. Ken Taros, big up yourself. Lifestyle Politics, big up yourself, good morning. See? Alfred Dawes, and for anybody that knows me personally, I am also a Dawes myself. Big up yourself, R. Hughes. See? I am also a Dawes, and you know, there is a lot of Dawes down there in Hanover. There's some in Westmoreland. My set is from Westmoreland. See? I don't really know the Dawes them outside of Westmoreland, my people. And my family is kind of close. Them not really, you know, it is just us. Them not really make we know the rest of the family. See? And I have heard persons in my family, elders in my family, call Alfred Dawes a cousin. You know? He's nothing to me. And I do not claim him. Not because of politics, but because of the same patriotism that I'm telling you guys about. You know? He does not strike me as somebody that has integrity. I have been in his presence. I've been in close proximity to him. And he does not strike me as somebody that have any, you know, integrity at all. No, Evis, I will not change my name. My set of Dawes, them have integrity. Alfred need to change his name. See? He needs to change his name. I can tell you my uncle Daniel Dawes, who was the head of the Universal Fund, died last year. I think it's coming up in a couple of days from now. It's coming up to a year since my uncle died. He was given a posthumous award by the Governor General of Jamaica last year, shortly after he died. The Order of Jamaica. My father served the Westmoreland Parish Council for 47 years, you know, and he had a falling out with the government, and, you know, they had their thing, and my father eventually died in 2016. You know, my uncle Raphael, you know, worked at the Jamaica tax office down there in Savlamar for pretty much all of his life. You know, he's now retired. My uncle David is still a manager at the NIS office down there in Savlamar. You know, so I am from a family of service. You know, and you know, I hope to join their ranks one day, serving my nation in some capacity. You know, but when it comes on to Alfred Dawes, or whatever you want to name, see, he does not strike me as anybody with integrity. You know, younger members of my family also is serving in several capacity down there, management and all kind of different capacity, business owners and all of that. You know, so we are from a progressive line of people. We are a people that, you know, we are pro-Jamaicans and we want to see the development of our state and of our country. And for Alfred Dawes now to come and to be behaving like this while carrying our last name, you know, some of us does not take kindly to that. Now his family might be okay with it. I am of the view that, you know, Alfred, who by the way told us on an occasion last year, I believe, or was it the year before that, the PNP in his the constituency that he's aspiring to lead had poisoned him. You know, and today Dawes is walking around telling lies on the government, you know. And I've seen him, people. I've seen him. See, he knows, yeah, so he knows big. He can anchor our ship. I've seen him, my people. And, you know, he had to be a liar, you know, to have that nose, that size nose. All we know the story about the nose and the line. So, I guess God gave him that nose for persons to know that, you know, he's a born liar, you know, and we do not appreciate that. And like I said, politics aside, you know, he would have done good in his life, you know, and he's going to make because of politics now. He goes down in history as a proper waste man. You see me I said? Yes, Coachella Morris, Cochetta Morris, Dra is a political liar, you know, and Maureen Petgrave, good morning. We are not going back to those wicked days of the PNP government. I don't think Jamaica is in doubt, you know, my people. I don't think Jamaica is in doubt. And even the baby in Jamaica, if they could have voted, they would have voted for Andrew Holness because they see that the PNP have nothing to offer. You know, there's a set of persons, and this goes back to the non-patriotism that I talk about. You know, there's a set of persons that I don't know for the life of me why would anyone follow behind the PNP. It is beyond me, you know, for persons to sit in Jamaica and expecting things to remain the same. You know, we want to have change. We want to see our nation blossom. You know, I have been to my bed on 2 occasions and dreamt and see a brand new Jamaica. I was in Montego Bay, and Montego Bay had a lot of skyscrapers. I was in a park in Montego Bay. You know, I saw persons skating along, persons riding on scooters, people play frisbee with their dogs. But Montego Bay looked like Miami, basically, had skyscraping towers, and you know, and I believe to my heart that had been the vision of Edward Siaga. It is now the vision of Andrew Holness and more, you know, and Andrew Holness is starting to play that out to the Jamaican people, and we all see it. We all see that Andrew Holness is a visionary leader. Even the PNP sees that Andrew Holness is a visionary leader. They refuse to accept it because they cannot bear that it is not their party that is developing Jamaica. You know, they're a pipeline government. See, all they do is talk, and do nothing. When you look at places like Westmoreland, where we had Wickham McNeil down there in Western Westmoreland for almost 40 years. See? And they not kill Molan Wilson to fix up down there. See, now him go down there go make a ass of himself. See? So we want some real people now in a Westmoreland who is hell-bent on developing Westmoreland. When you look at Eastern Westmoreland, where PJ Patterson, Prime Minister of Jamaica. Now, if I was Prime Minister of Jamaica and I was born and raised in Savlamar, Westmoreland would have been a chartered, see? It would have been a royal borough or a royal parish. See? Big up yourself, Abu. See? It would have been a royal parish, my people. That is how good it would have been. Funding after funding would be allocated for the people of Westmoreland to make sure that where I'm from is properly looked after. Because how can you propose to be, from the western side of the island and nothing the people have to show for it? When you look at Hanover boasted two Jamaican Prime Minister. We can't count Bustamante because Bustamante did a lot for Jamaica and he's from a different time. See? But the most modern Prime Minister from Hanover, PJ Patterson, Percival James Patterson. What has the Hanoverian people have to show for that? When we look at Central Westmoreland, even the people, and this brother Alfred Dawes used to run the Savlamar Hospital, And if anybody know about the Savlamar Hospital, a lot of mishaps happen over there. The management of that hospital was in awe, Countless amount of people go over there and died because the management of the hospital was not being, above board, for lack of better word. And Alfred Dawes managed the Savlamar Hospital for a couple of years. And they will be the first to tell you that you go to the hospital and there's no seat, there's no beds. The PNP spent 19 years in government. Alfred Dawes government, or his people, spent 19 consecutive years there in government and did absolutely nothing. Alfred Dawes is the one that we saw in the newspapers and on the TV saying that they had to use plastic bags as PPE back in Portia Simpson Miller's time. Alfred Dawes is the one that we saw on TV saying that hospitals weren't getting the resources that they needed. People that had contracts with the hospitals back in the day for PPE and for things like sheets and all of these things weren't getting paid under the PNP. See? Danny Clark says respect for the info on the CIA report. There's more to come, my boss. Stay tuned, Dan Rai Clark. See? Big up yourself. Hold up your manners and respect. There's more to come. These people, me really I try to change my stance. Me know I love when time I cuss them, but me really I try to kind of tone down the thing. We're coming into, a election time, and the thing I gonna start get pear-shaped, and persons are gonna start getting at them feelings now, But what we are really about, my people, is the progress of our nation. We want to see our nation blossom. We want to see it grow. We want to see our nation, become something better, something other than what we have or what we had. See? Today, all of us are seeing a brand new Jamaica emerging. Guys, there's 36 of us so far. Get me to 20 likes now. Well, I'm too now. Get me to 20 likes so my fly cheese screen and bite out some of the neck chin. See? Today, greetings, brother and family. That I should sue for chatting foolishness. No, because it is politics. And he's a member of the shadow cabinet somewhat. I believe they are protected by parliament. So they can say anything. And we need to change that as well. We can't continue to have people lie to we. I believe he's protected by parliament. That, because of politics, he can say those things. It is up to the government to rebut him and say that he's lying. So we need to legislate in the third term that, we must have a code of ethics, and politicians and parliamentarians cannot just lie willy-nilly to us. And if we find out that they're lying willy-nilly, we should have them removed. On both sides of the divide. You don't know me already. I'm a labourite true and true, but I believe in working towards the ends and the ends of the people. The people come first, and the people must come first. And whatever issues you have, once you are elected to serve the people, that must be front and center, and you must look after the people's interests. It's plain and simple as that. See? Let me read some of my comment them now. Lifestyle politics say complain about scandal bag as PPE. Yes. Greetings, brother and family. That should be said. Me read that already. Jazz, please leave my JLP party alone, junk. Did you see him walking into JLP office yesterday playing Badman song? Thumbs up to the live. Thumbs up the live, please. Like up the live, please. So, I saw him on the video making a mockery of himself for a big man. I saw him also when I did the live at the when I went to tour the Children and Adolescent Hospital and the Cornwall Regional Hospital. I saw him, and I guess somebody told him that I was a blogger for the Jamaica Labour Party, and I saw instant change in his face and how he looked at me. But true, me no love man. Me not really care. Saying car boy, me not care which position he in. I mean, springing in neck and bite out the chinga. So, you see me answer? Yeah. But, but anyways, you know, separate and aside from that, I saw him making a mockery of himself yesterday. You know, and this is an adult man. He's an adult, and, you know, it is a shame, my people. Sometimes I lost for word as to what is going on. You know. I would have Chanel, big up yourself, you know, if you know. I want best me have right now, you know. See? Jamaica is poised for takeoff, my people. And I know I play something on the live last night for persons, but just in case people, persons was not here last night, I want you guys to listen to this. The Prime Minister. So listen to this, guys. And we will be promoting this all over right now. So now listen to this.
We welcome Statins and the PIOJ's finding that incidence of poverty has been cut in half to 8.2%, the lowest poverty reported since measurement began in 1989. This validates our economic program, which was never built on trickle-down theories, reckless spending, or fantasy promises. Instead, we focused on practical and instrumental efforts to improve the lives of every Jamaican by empowering households with jobs and income, improving the capacity of the labor force with free access to training, increased and targeted social interventions, and strengthening of the social safety net, and increasing agricultural output. While we celebrate this historic achievement, we recognize that there is more work to be done. Our mission is to ensure that every Jamaican, especially our most vulnerable, has access to opportunities and pathways to prosperity. We can end absolute poverty in Jamaica.
No, it is under this government that we are seeing a record low in poverty. You know, in 1996, the United Nations gave the PNP, you know, an objective. They also gave them some money. I believe it was 200 and something million US dollars at the time in 1996 to end poverty in Jamaica. See? And the PNP, I don't know what they do with the money. I don't know what they did with the money, my people. See? And one time I go out in the street and I talk to a PNP friend, and I want to ask them this. In 1989, when Siaga handed over the government to the People's National Criminal Organization, Jamaica was 80 billion US dollars in debt. 2007, when the PNP handed over the keys of government to Horace Bruce Golding, Jamaica was 980 billion US dollars in debt. Where did all of that money go? Big up yourself, Father Dark Night. Good morning. Where is all of that money? Just imagine 980 billion US dollars. You know, I tell me say all of that money there in somebody's pocket. So what happened to the rest of we? What happened to the people? What happened to the infrastructure? What happened to health care? What happened to security? What happened to food security? What happened to schools? Where is all that money, my people? Where did it go? In the last 4 years of Portia Simpson Miller government, the last government before Andrew took over, They collected $40 billion in taxes from the Jamaican people in just that 4 years. Where is all of that money? Where did it go? Somebody tell me. Mighty God of Daniel. I want to listen to this from senior citizen KD there. Cause on a night. I'm in a valiant, so I'm not gonna call him night. I want to listen to this.
Idiot. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. That Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I think KD Knight might be a bit senile now because KD Knight will appear on stage with them, and then KD Knight will say something else. But they get me to 20 thumbs up, the people. They hit the three dots in the right hand corner. Yeah, hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. See, now I'll be focusing on building this channel, my people. I am hoping to get a core audience of at least 10,000 people. Seeing my core audience is from Jamaica, followed by the United States, followed by the United Kingdom, followed by Canada. I believe I have people even in Dubai watching. See? So I'm hoping to grow this channel to at least 10k subscribers. And I'll be satisfied with that. If me not get no more for 10k, me good. See? But the core audience I'm looking for is 10k subscribers. So if you're not yet a subscriber, my people, please subscribe. Tell your friend to tell a friend about this, where we talk about real politics. You see me I say? Political hard talk it is called. See? My TikTok is down right now, my people. Both of them. Both my TikTok are down right now. The PNP managed to take me down over there. And I am on a ban for 7 days. So we'll be back on one in probably 5 days time, and we'll be back on one in 6 days time. See? So we are going to make some more backup channels, and I will put them out there, hoping persons will follow them, so we can have several backup channels. See, why the JLP don't use these things on big screen when campaigning? They will. We Prime Minister is not too dealing a pettiness. We Prime Minister is a man where we want to do work. We want him work speak for him, and it has spoken for him. Andrew Holness work talk for himself. So Andrew Holness not really in the petty back and forth thing with the PNP. That is what they want, to bring us down to their level. See, this is why you find people like me, because I can say things that the party can't say. See, I can champion things that the party can't champion. See, so the PNP, the part will not get our party to come down to their level. Our party is a governing party, and we are governing because we care about our people, and we care about the best interest of our people. See, I'm kind of glad to see say 40 of the they are with me so early in the morning. So everybody that is on their way to work right now and listening to me, big up on yourself. I appreciate the love and support. I am hoping one day, I will be doing so good on here. I'll be able to pay it forward. See? So big up on yourself that come out and gel and lime with me, whether morning or night. And I'll be back on here later on tonight as well. As you know, it is a political season. There's always something to talk about as it relates to politics. Our government continue to do the work. Right now the Prime Minister is giving out more homes and giving persons water. So that is one of the big focus right now, to put water in places that never had water before. Places like Braco, who voted PNP 50 consecutive years, and it is the Jamaica Labour Party that came and gave Braco portable water. There's places in St. Mary, that did not have water, and the Prime Minister brought water to them. And big up Matthew Samuda. Matthew Samuda is doing a brilliant job. And big up Flight Green as well. Flight Green doing a brilliant job. And the entire cabinet, my people, the entire cabinet, Dr. Christopher Tufton is doing a brilliant job as well. And I must say special big up to Dr. Horace Chang. Dr. Horace Chang is doing a splendid job. He's doing tremendously well, you know. And all that ministry needed was leadership. Peter Bunting could not lead that nation, could not lead that ministry, and now he wants to lead this nation. See, so we know that now go end well for we, right? Big up Queen Currency as well. Big up to all of the ladies in the Labour Party. Big up Marlene Malawu Fort, or Mrs. Malawu Fort. You know, big up Mrs. Wholeness. Big up Miss Flavor Williams or Faval Williams. Big up Kamina Johnson Smith. Dana Dixon. Big up yourself, Mama. Who else? Who full of women to tell in our party? See, na be a bull cow for next party. You know, that's why we don't play number 2. I paid B number. See? I be a bull cow over there, so. Be some goat man. See? One pork jet over there too, and head full of 40 legs and lice. Chat. Be a nice he make. And lie. Mighty God of Daniel. You know, I used to respect all goatis, you know. I mean, used to have a whole heap of respect for goatis and egg dread, you want to see that. Me used to rate him and say, boy, you know, say, big up Miss Colbert Flynn as well. See, you know, no can't help me to, you know, anybody when me no shout out and I want me shout out, you know, just drop their name in here, so cause I can't remember everybody one time. See? Me also rate the all goatis. Big up Kamina Johnson Smith as well. See? Big up all our ladies them. Rhoda Mike Crawford, big up yourself. See? We full of women in our party, we love women. And we say woman. See? Me say Jazz a whole bum peg man, you know. I don't know. So me here, it is alleged. That if I want bum peg man, me here say they did a fight over Port Boar. So I that be here with people. See? Big up Miss Charles as well. See? Big up Marissa Dalrymple Filbert up there in South Chilani as well. See? So big up with people them, man. And big up Auntie Babsy, of course. You know, we party full of woman. Full of woman. Full of woman we party be. See? We go over so. We go over so. And Miss Vaz, how can I forget the beautiful Mrs. Vaz? Big up yourself, action and mighty God, we party just full of woman, so. Anybody me left out? Me left out nobody, me see. Big up Venetia as well. Venetia no hold no cabinet position right now, or no MP position, but big up Venetia and big up the beautiful Carrie Douglas as well. You know, we party full of woman. Be a pretty girl in our party. See? Me say Tova. Who else? Let me see who else. You know. Big up my councillor down at Westmoreland. Danet Foster. See? We not play number 2. None at all. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, my people. See? Alfred Dawes. Or should I say Alfred Dawes? You know. I hope this finds you. You know, and I want to tell you, sir, or madam, I don't know where because them alleged say he's a merman. You see what I say? Them alleged say he's a merfish or mer something, I don't know. What woman man. See it? Anyway, my people, I hope this find you, Alfred Dawes, that you, sir, have no integrity, or madam, whichever you be. No integrity at all. You are a bald-faced liar. And the Jamaican people will see through you, right through you. You know? And I have it on good authority that in the constituency that he's in, you know, he's not the favored candidate and he will lose. You know? So that is one more sure seat for the Jamaica Labour Party. Am I breaking up, people? When some of them are chance, I'm breaking up. So don't tell me if you not hear me. You not hear me? Tell me if you not see me good as well, because I see myself properly, you know. And I hear myself. So don't tell me if you, yeah, okay. Diane Brown says she are here. See? Anita Earl Ford says she are here. Alright, political lifestyle politics say it is back. Okay. Me did chip out for a little while as well. When I don't see them things I go on, I PNP I try to make about them, I try to report and all of these things. But YouTube kinda look a bit harder for them take down. So them are gonna have a warm time because they have to prove to YouTube say. You know like a TikTok where they just say something and TikTok take down your things. YouTube, them have to prove to YouTube say me actually say something where them say me say. See? May I break up again? Tell me when I hear me, my people. When I hear me? Okay. When I hear me. Okay, maybe win some the behind. Yeah, me your internet a lag, win some. Come out of the app and go back in and come back in. See now guys, me I beg gonna do. When time when I come in at the live, make it ads play. You're not gonna miss nothing. It will start, it will catch you up back from where me did there. See? So make it ads play. So me make my little chum pens in my paper. See? So when you just make it ads them play. When you not watch a video them, when you not have to make it long fight. Okay, so here what now my people. Me see that the live again, look a problem. See? So we are gonna end for now and me sooner later on tonight. See? We are gonna chop it up some more later on tonight because me don't know how I go on. Right? Me see it say live I go in and out because it tell me say me I lose connection. Then next time I come and it say I am connected again. So we are gonna end for now and then later on in the evening we'll link up again my people. See? So big up everybody. And manners and respect for roll out with me so early in the morning, right? Big up on yourself. Show our labor rights.